Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. Today we'll be working on a black diamond 25-ton log splitter. It has a Briggs and Stratton 208cc. It's a CR950 engine. They were using it the other day and it runs for a while and it dies. So we're gonna check the carburetor out, make sure the spark's good, and see why it runs for a while and dies. So hope you enjoy the video. Okay, we're going to take the air filter off. That looks like it got wet before. The paper's all warped and everything, so probably gonna put a new filter on that, but we'll figure out why this thing ain't running. Take these two nuts off here. They're 10 millimeter. And we got one here on top. That's an 8 millimeter. I'll go grab an 8 millimeter socket here real quick. All right. Turn the fuel off and put the choke on so it slides right on out of there like that. I'm gonna go ahead and take this choke lever off. Loosen the clamp up on the fuel. I'm gonna kind of break that line loose. Just be careful so you don't damage the line or the intake nipple. And grab a little bucket or something, put under the fuel because it's gonna drip out, which is good because I want to drain all the gas out anyway. Because sometimes you can get a little bit of water in these tanks, so we're just gonna go ahead and drain this tank anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out a little bit. Now we can unhook the governor rod and the spring, and the whole carburetor will slide right on out. And we'll go ahead and take this over the bench and take it apart and see if the jet's clogged up or there's water in there. We'll go to the bench and tear that carburetor apart. Okay, got the carburetor off. Take the bowl off. That's a 10 millimeter. Don't look too bad. There's some dirt there in the bottom of it. There's your main jet in there. And you got a little pilot jet sitting right under here. So we want to take out this idler screw. Kind of remember how far it sticks out on that side there. So when we put it back together, kind of have an idea where it's at. And these pilot jets are pressed in there, and there's an O-ring in there. Just pop it on up. And there you go, and there's a little jet at the end of that. You just plug, there's two holes on the side, plug one hole up, spray in there, and you should have like a fine stream shooting out of there. If you don't, you just take like a little piece of wire, and I just use like a flywheel brake cable end. There's something in there. Won't allow me to let that go through there, so I'm gonna go ahead and boil out this carburetor. And we'll take this little bowl off that kind of collects the water and stuff. That's nice and clean. We'll go ahead and stick this in the boiler, and we'll put it back together. And I got this ultrasonic carb cleaner. I really like it. We'll stick this stuff in there for about 15-20 minutes or so. Make sure it cleans out the jets and everything. Go ahead and plop her in there. We'll get about 20 minutes or so. When it's done doing that, we'll go ahead and put it back together. Okay, we just took it out of the boiler. And we'll take a carburetor cleaner and stick it in the main jet there. Open the choke here so you can see. We should have a nice stream of cleaner coming through. That means your main jet ain't clogged up. I'm going to go and put this little bowl back on it. Go ahead and put our bowl gasket on. Grab a screwdriver here. Go ahead and put our float in there. I'm not putting new seat in there because it's not no kneeling seat because it's not leaking or nothing. Just that pilot jet was clogged up. There we go. Now we can go ahead and put that bowl back on. Make sure that pins that gasket keeps on falling out of it. bowl gasket ain't going in like it's supposed to. And we'll go ahead and tighten that down. Now we can put our pilot jet in there, like pilot jet. There's that little fitting in there. You just spray carburetor cleaner, and a nice mist will come out of that. Go ahead and press it in there, and we'll put our idler screw back in. That's what holds it into place. Kind of have it like where it was there. Now we can go ahead and put that back on the engine. Okay, before we get this all hooked up, I'm going to blow out the gas tank. There's a little lower spot in the bottom of the tank below the fuel pickup. Just want to make sure there's no water and stuff in there. Make sure it's nice and clean. It better be safe than sorry. If you do it now, you won't have to worry about taking everything apart again because a little bit of water went down into the carburetor and caused it from not running. So we'll put that on there part way, and we'll hook up that governor linkage and spring. There's a little hole on the side for that spring. All right, now we can line up the fuel line. Push that on there as we get it on. Go ahead and put the clamp back on. Has that protective liner on there if it's catching the. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to put that gasket back on. Make sure that hole lines up with it. Put our choke lever on. And put that base for the air filter back on. We have to have the choke on and the fuel shut off so it slides right on there. But being we have this all apart, I'm just going to go grab a new spark plug and throw a plug in there real quick. We're going this far on it. Grab a 5/8 socket. And we'll grab a RC12YC spark plug. We're going to go ahead and set it to 35 thousandths. It's a lot easier doing this with all that stuff off of it. And before we start, I'm going to check the oil. Make sure it's burning pretty good, burning kind of rich actually. That's why we're going to put that new air filter on there, because that got wet and the paper elements all stretched out and everything. So push it on there till it clicks. We'll grab our air filter base, and this vent hose goes on that. There we go. Then we got that bolt that goes up here, and these two nuts that go down here. Put the two nuts on first and tighten them up so the top lines up, so you don't strip out the threads, because right now it's not totally flush with it. Now that top hole will be all lined up, and we can go and put this just like so. I'm gonna go upstairs and grab a air filter, and I'm gonna check the oil, and I'll put some fresh premium fuel in here, and we'll see if we can get this thing running. So, be right back. Okay, I got the gas in there and everything. Make sure that switch is on. Turn the fuel on. Probably leave the choke on. Well, there you go. It seems we're working just fine now. Anyways, appreciate you watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like my videos, please subscribe, and please press the like button. Anyways, you have a good afternoon. Thanks for watching.